future.
Woo!
Sweet, we're going forward in time. Suddenly it's the year 20XX.
Marty McFly comes flying in. Hey, welcome back to Murder on the Orient Express.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, it is
Who
Orient.
done it?
It is the Orient Express.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm a genius. I'm Travis, by the way.
I don't know if I said my name, but now you're not going to hear it, so
They'll never know.
They
Anyone
won't.
watching this episode has no idea.
I'm going to black out the thumbnail.
This is someone's first episode. It's a weird one to pick.
You jerk.
You just missed the good stuff.
Right.
Go back.
You need to go back a few episodes if you're watching Katawa for the right reasons.
Right.
Say it.
I need to hear it. I knew the possibility of it happening was there.
Well, yeah, no shit. I knew it. You're just as dirty-minded as I am, you filthy lush. She quickly coughs into her free hand, making her disapproval crystal clear.
That's a rather crude way of putting it.
Fine, you're a skank.
What's going on with her mouth?
She's pouting.
Looks like she's chewing something.
Oh, and you would suggest?
I merely have a healthy adolescent sex drive.
So in other words, dirty-minded. Almost seeming to sense the moment, Hanako mumbles quietly as she furrows her brow in Lily's lap.
Don't submerge, Captain. I'm still on deck.
Lily's look of disapproval melts away as she gently smiles and strokes her hand on Hanako's long dark hair. All I can do is watch and get aroused again.
Yeah.
Watch and smile. Hush, hush. Only you can prevent forest fires. If someone were to ask me when I fell in love with her, I wouldn't be able to answer. It was probably somewhere around the sex. The best I'd be able to come up with is, it just happened at some point, but I didn't realize it. If someone were to ask me why I love her, I'd ask, why are you asking me these things? Then I could answer much more easily.
It's because of all the sex.
You really love Hanako, don't you? How much? She gives a deep nod, smiling warmly.
It's a pity we have to
no.
return to school. She seemed to relax so much while we were all away.
Ooh.
Hang on. Okay, this one.
I would think Hanako?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So, whichever one you want to
I'm
talk
going to
about.
continue to talk about Hanako, since
Okay.
we're already on that subject and school is boring.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry. Hanako's been gaining confidence thanks to you, at least for as long as I've known you two. She gives a self-deprecating sigh.
I think I merely provided her with company and support. Since she came to know you, she's opened up much more, even to me.
I get the feeling she's understating her influence on Hanako, especially given that before the two came to know each other, Hanako had no friends to speak of.
What a loser.
The friends I'd had in my previous school fulfilled what I'd have expected of them, because I'm such a Chad.
I only have friends so I can use them for my own means.
For the most part, simply being there for idle chatter. But in Hanako and Lily, there really feels to be more to their relationship. Part of me envies it. I'm going to be all insecure now.
Oh,
But
no.
another can't ignore the fact that the school year will eventually end. After graduation, I really have no idea what Hanako will do. This trip has shown me just how much we've all come to depend on one another. Has
Just
it, though?
adopt her.
Indeed, we're all going to have to make decisions. Maybe that's the reason why, despite our return to school also heralding a return to the normalcy of everyday life, I can't help feeling a little restless. On the bright side, it won't take long for the summer holidays to arrive after our exams are finished. We can come back here during the summer holidays if you want. I want. For a moment, she...
You're like Pavlov's dog. You associate that place with sex.
For a moment, she thinks on the notion, her face becoming somewhat distant. I can only guess she's reflecting on all that's happened here.
That would be good, I think.
Oh, you're still expecting us to be together by the summer?
Yeah, I only did this because I thought you were dying soon.
I nod approvingly, smiling at her. I thought the sex would kill you. I bury a lot of my boyfriends there. Summer, together with Lily. This idea seemed like the perfect way to spend our holiday. Swimsuits and all that. Is it the end of an act?
And then I die. Yep.
Yay!
So I think this is the final act.
Act
4.
Quattro. Future.
Woo!
Sweet, we're going forward in time.
Alright.
Suddenly it's the year 20XX.
Marty McFly comes flying in.
After the excitement of our trip to Hokkaido, it seems strange to be right back to the usual daily routine so soon. Indeed, it feels like a normal day, the same as any other. Well, that's what... I'm just thinking about Back to the Future and laughing to myself. Well, that's what I'd like to think, anyway. To tell the truth, the atmosphere of the entire class, nay, the entire school, has changed. While an undercurrent of subdued trepidation has previously pervaded the class, now that the exams are in sight, it's boiled over into frantic studying rarely seen otherwise. One day until exams start, it's horrific, really, that instead of studying, we went and wasted our time up north. Wasted?
Right?
We were such model students, too.
Did you already forget?
No. Threw it away for sex.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hi there. Glancing around the class, even the bubbly, ever energetic Misha seems oddly deflated. She sits at her desk, nervously chewing a pen while Mutao lectures from the front of the class. Wait. On closer inspection, I do believe she's actually eating it.
So, this confirms that
I need a drink.
you dating Shizune is the thing that causes her to cut her hair off?
Yeah.
Like, she was never going to cut her hair off until you showed. I guess maybe that's her whole thing is
She's
like
trying to change her image, I think.
Yeah, she's like, Shizune's into him. He's got short hair. I'll cut my hair.
Maybe.
Then she'll like me.
Maybe to get noticed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tearing my eyes from the sorry spectacle, I turn my attention elsewhere. She's sharpening her pencil. Hanako sits frantically scribbling in her notebook, her face mere inches away from the page, seemingly trying to record every word that leaves Muto's mouth. Shizune's cool as cucumber, as they say. She sits diligently taking notes with her attention wholly focused on the front of the class. Truth be told, it's what I should be doing as well. If not for the fact that I feel like I have a pretty good handle on what's being covered already.
Shouldn't she be focusing on Misha's hands?
Right?
I just threw my pen.
I wonder how Lily's doing. While she does have a good head on her, she has plenty on her plate, unlike me. Her class representative duties, taking care of Hanako, her other social contacts, her extra English studies. That girl really does take on a lot.
Yes, she does.
I thought before, like, Misha doesn't take notes in class because she has to do it for Shizune.
Right.
And then she just copies them later or something.
Unless, like, he's writing on the... Well, yeah, I guess it did mention he's writing on the board, so maybe she's just taking notes from the board.
So she takes this time to eat her pencils.
Yeah. You don't need me right now.
The lunchtime bell brings a sigh of relief from the entire class, Muto being no exception. I get the feeling he much prefers the more laid-back atmosphere of his normal classes to the frantic pace of exam preparation we're subjected to right now.
He-chan!
Yes?
Help me.
Gladly. I lower my eyelids to half-mast.
Speaking of half-mast.
For the fallen. Making clear my intention of doing quite the opposite.
Help me, help me, help me.
Not going well. I have a splinter on my tongue.
Shi-chan's gonna be fine, but I think I might die. Am I going to die, He-chan? Will you let me die from all this work?
How maudlin, given that she's neither the brightest student in the class nor the most diligent. It isn't a great surprise that she's finding it hard to cope with the workload. Sorry, Misha, but I've got my own work to do. I thought you and Shizune would be studying together over the long weekend anyway.
Studying's too boring to waste a holiday on, He-chan. Stopping together was much more fun. Shopping together was much more fun, wasn't it, Shi-chan?
What? It's only now that I realize Shizune has been looking over to us, and that Misha's arms have been moving likely all this time. I must be really zoned out to not have noticed. What is it with girls and shopping, anyway? So cliche. Even Lilly and Hanako have dragged me out with them a couple of times. I mean, I almost died, for God's sake.
What do you need clothes for? But you went anyway? It's so rare to see a guy that likes to go shopping.
I don't like to go shopping. Well, my role would probably be best described as pack mule. I can't say I share your enthusiasm about the experience. Back to the exams. You studied after you got back from the days off, didn't you, Shizune? I don't understand you.
Of course, He-chan. It's only sensible to study in the days before.
Misha makes a sound vaguely similar to a dying cow as she realizes her folly and unceremoniously flops onto her desk, betrayed even by her best friend. You don't know the half of it. Judging from Shizune's quite frustrated look at Misha, she probably told her to study as she did. Don't worry, you can still gain some grades if you start studying now. Or sleep with the teacher, maybe. Misha does not seem overly amused. It seems the bubbly balloon of everlasting cheerfulness has been cruelly popped. +1 to defense.
Whoop!
Shizune's signing goes unnoticed by the moping Misha, earning her a quick poke in the shoulder. It takes barely a moment for Misha to get back into form.
Oh, so what did you do over the weekend, He-chan?
Lilly. I just took a trip up north with Lilly and Hanako. It was pretty nice.
Took a bath.
Took a bath. It rained. Almost died.
Yeah.
See both of
The
them
usual.
narrowing their eyes at me. Their minds surely in the gutter. I mean, yeah. The fact that their suspicions are founded makes the situation all the more awkward. We just studied and went sightseeing. There were some sights to be had. There's nothing more to it. After such a flagrant lie, I realize that it may not have been the best step, considering Shizune's connections and her total lack of restraint when it comes to questioning somebody she suspects of telling untruths. I really have no idea of how she's going to take it, but she'll find out eventually anyway. It isn't as if it's really her business whom I date in any case.
I feel a wahaha coming on.
And yes, just feel it. You want to?
Yeah,
do it.
I can feel it. I think it's coming.
And yes, Lilly and I are going out now. It's been confirmed by the actions that may or may not have taken place at the cabin. While Misha receives the news with an enthusiastic smile. It like bubbles up like a dragon about to breathe fire.
I can feel it in my stomach.
Shizune gives a look of mild surprise, somewhat masked by her cool demeanor. Shizune says, ellipsis.
Whoever you date is your business. I hope you two go well together.
Misha gives a look that says this is the most quarter I could possibly receive on the matter. It's all I wanted, really. After she says this, though, Shizune begins to sign something else, then stops herself and shakes her head at Misha to prevent her from translating. Okay.
I just picture her having her hands up, like, size, like, I wonder how big.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's the first question they all ask.
Normally, I'd think this strange enough, but the awkwardly casual wave Shizune gives before walking off with Misha in tow adds to my confusion.
Oh, God, there was no wahaha. It's like holding in a sneeze.
I know, you were ready to go.
I was.
Shizune is hardly the kind of person to pull a punch or communicate without forethought. I shrug my shoulders at the duo's odd behavior and look towards Hanako's desk, but see that her chair's empty. She was definitely here before, so I guess she just didn't feel like waiting. I'll go grab some food then, alone.
Ugh.
Jeez. Walking down the hallway to the unused room that's become a second home to 3 students in particularly. I mournfully look down at the plastic-wrapped salad roll and juice box in my hand. The cafeteria's food really is unappetizing. Maybe I'll consider this my penance for my recent indiscretions. Opening the door, I notice one less quiet figure than I had expected. No, don't be Kenji. Okay. It's strange. Despite having known Lilly for months, I can't help thinking back to the first time I opened this door and saw her silently sitting in the sunlight.
It's almost like it was the exact same drawing.
It just starts over.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lilly. Just as she did then, she slowly opens her eyes, unmoving as they are, and calmly addresses me.
Good morning, Hisao.
It's afternoon.
Oh, shit.
I think. Has Hanako been around? She skittered out of class without me even noticing. Lilly cradles her cheek thoughtfully as I take a seat, my bag taking its place against the closet leg of the table, and my unsatisfying meal neatly set out in front of me.
She did appear for a time. She said she had to study for the upcoming exams and left for the library.
We find ourselves not entirely believing her words. Oh no. Well, at least her intentions are in the right place. Unlike you filthy.
She is sweet, but she didn't go this far to let us have our space. I might talk to her about it sometime.
See, we're just getting started.
I don't know.
There's some crazy crap going on.
I don't know if this is gonna be. I don't know if there's gonna be a whole big deal about Hanako, but maybe I could be wrong.
It's all been pretty happy so far, other than her.
I mean,
leaving.
The main thing is, it seems like, is your health.
Yeah.
Like, you seem super unhealthy in
like
this
you're
one.
gonna die.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. The bad apparently there is no bad ending. There's only good and neutral.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't piss her off.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming neutral is just like, it's not working out. You just go off and die alone.
Probably for the best.
Agreed. Man, we're too mean to Hisao. Buh.